Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing this gorga day? Happy holidays. I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving week, Thanksgiving weekend, Black Friday. My credit card was on fire. I'm not gonna lie. It was on absolute fire. And the fact that today is post Cyber Monday, Black Friday, and I still went shopping to ULTA, what is wrong with me? I did a lot of like my Christmas shopping during Black Friday. I never really did that before because I just didn't really care that much. But now I'm like, girl, why am I not getting stuff during Black Friday for Christmas? Hello. So I did that this year and I was very proud of myself. And I'm basically done with everyone. I need a couple more gifts for Laura, but I got all my girlies down. Anyway, let me stop because you guys don't care. Maybe some of you do. What we decided to do today is we went to ULTA and we went in, divas. We did. I bought a bunch of this stuff. Some of the stuff I actually got in PR. I just threw it in my bag. I said, girl, come in this bag already. We're gonna keep it moving, keep it cute. So this bag is filled to the absolute brim. And so I decided to buy a bunch of like new makeup that I found, new like stuff from the holidays, different things that brands have launched that are new, holiday sets, things like that. So I was like, I just want to kind of go in. I also bought some repeats, my Morphe Aerial brushes. I'm not gonna, necessarily talk about that because that's not been new, but I did have to get another set just for fun. But we have a lot of stuff. So that's what today's video is gonna be. We are gonna go in testing new stuff. So if you guys like when we test new products from ULTA, if you guys like when I spend my money for you guys not to, if you guys like the gays.
Well, yes.
Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you're new, what's up? I'm MannyMua. Thank you so much for being here. And you should definitely subscribe if you're new. Just because, over here it's fun. It's festive, it's fun, it's fire. So let's get started on today's video. Okay, so we have a bunch of new holiday stuff. We have the new Morphe holiday palette sets, which I thought they were actually very, look how cute this palette is. I thought it was stunning. Girl, that's lovely. And this little more cool tone version. That's cute. The big one right here, the big one. What is this? Tease the season. Pretty large palettes, but the little ones were cute as hell. We have some new stuff from LA Girl, which I was like, what is this? Buphoria? Alright. New NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. These fully gagged me. We have these new NYX I keep wanting to say Glick. Slick Glick. It's the Slick Click Fat Oil Lip Balms and then a Duck Plumping Lip Glosses. We have these to try out. This Maybelline 36-Hour Tattoo Studio Styling Gel. Wet n Wild actually did a collaboration with Marilyn Monroe, which I thought was so pretty. So I'm like, let's try some of these baddies out. Baddies East. Some CoverGirl Kelsey Ballerini. They did a collaboration on these Exhibitionist Liquid Glitter Shadows, which were really cute, you guys. They're really hella cute. Let me show you. Hella cute. Okay, guys, so what we don't have that is new from the drugstore is new foundation. Like, I haven't seen any new foundation launches from the drugstore at all. So I'm gonna go put some foundation on really quickly, and I'll come back to do these new NYX Pro Fix Stick Correctors. Try one of these out, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, alrighty then. So I have foundation on. I only have foundation. I have no concealer on. I don't know if you guys can really tell because I have vitiligo, so it's like it looks light underneath my eyes, but I promise you, there's no foundation or concealer there at all because I really want to try these new NYX Pro sticks. What shade should we use? These ones I got in PR, and they sent me a bunch of the shades, but I really don't know what to use. There's soft beige, maybe? Let's see. Oh, they're very creamy, but like they all seem way too dark for me, so I'm a little I could always just do dark peach a little bit just to correct. There's yellow. That's so freaking yellow though. That's not usable. They all seem much too dark, so I'm just gonna go ahead with dark peach, because at least with dark peach we can color correct the hues around the eyes, the dark blue, because of the vitiligo that I have. There's a lot of blue around my eyes. I had to give it immediate first impression. It's extremely creamy for being this kind of like small stick product, and I'm very happy with that because usually, okay, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, the sticks for underneath the eyes, I'm always like, oh, I don't want to use that. It's like it tugs too much, But this one, it doesn't because it's extremely creamy. And first impressions is that it blends effortlessly, so easily. So I'm just covering up and concealing, correcting any areas that have a little bit of extra discoloration, like underneath my eyes, which obviously they do. I had no faith in this, so the fact that this worked and it looks nice, props to you. Props to you, mama. Okay, so I'm gonna go and very, very lightly set my under eye before I go in with concealer. If I can find a damn powder. Oh, hey, Lunar. How you doing, sister? Okay, that's exactly what we'll be using because it's fine enough and it's thin enough to not disrupt the concealer we'll be going with on top. God, whoever made this powder, he really did something with it. He really ate that down. Okay, we're gonna just lightly press that and set that in. And then going with some concealer now. What should we use this concealer? No new concealers, by the way. No new concealers from the drugstore. Just this. We're taking a classic Hourglass concealer. Just a little bit to make sure it covers up the entirety of the orange. Because I don't want it to look orange. I just want it to be corrected. So let's see. I also got these new sponges. These are from Pink Honey. Have you guys heard of the brand Pink Honey? It's like a UK brand. And they did this collaboration with this creator named Cariad. You guys, let me tell you something real quick. I really wanted that collaboration. I wanted it, but I went to the website. It was sold out. And I was like, shit. So I DM'd them and I was like, hey, are you guys ever like coming back in stock with them? Like, what's the tea on the Cariad? And they're like, we'll send you it. So I just have to say thank you to them. That was very sweet. They did not have to do that for me. So I want to say I appreciate you guys sending that over to me. My under eyes look sickening. Very easy to apply concealer over the corrector. Obviously, you have to set the corrector just a little bit, but it totally got the job done, and I think it looks amazing. Very pretty. You know what we're gonna do? We're also gonna use this Marilyn lip balm, just as a lip balm to have on our lips while we do the rest of our face. I'm kind of that just literally gave me full body chills. This scent is way too strong for me. I need to do this really quick. I'll hold my breath. I'm sure it'll dissipate, but we just hold it. It's probably one of the strongest rose scents, like smelling things I've ever smelled in my whole life. I'm actually very shocked at how intensely rosy floral this smells. Did not expect that. It's too strong for me. I don't like it. The gloss feels, or the balm feels nice. You know what? I'm so sorry. That sucks. I don't like it. I don't like super strong rose scents. I don't. I really don't. It's too strong for me. It's way too much, babes. It's way too much.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face really quickly off camera, and I'll come back to do some new bronzer from LA Girl and this new LA Girl highlighter. It looks cute. It looks cute. I'll be right back. Alrighty then. So here we are, you guys. We are back. And I only have set my under eyes, just like this area right here. That's what's set. I did not set the rest of my face because I actually did want to go in with this. This is the Wet n Wild x Marilyn Monroe Translucent Luminous Setting Powder. So I'm terrified. I'm scared. You already know, like, I'm not a huge, like, luminous powder user. It's not my vibe. It's not my thing. It's not my fantasy. And the big reason for that is because I have porous skin and I'm pretty oily. So I feel like that, it just doesn't mix well with the idea of me doing luminous powder. If you know what I'm saying. We're gonna take the Wet n Wild puff as well. And now I'm gonna use this puff. I'm gonna use this little one instead because that's the... So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna see what kind of... It's very thin, by the way. It's very lightweight. It's very finely milled powder. If it's too gentle. It looks like I didn't set my face. Oh my gosh. Okay. When I'm setting my face, it does not look set. It actually looks like I put highlighter on. Okay, well, we can put it around the perimeters of the face, I guess. But I did not put that in the center. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad. Because that would have ruined me. Because I don't want that on my pores, you guys. Like, who wants a luminous finishing powder on their pores? Just to make their pores look more porous? What? I'll put it on my nose, though, because I didn't set my nose. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on Miss Marilyn Translucent Glow Powder. Luckily, on the face, it's not nearly as bad, like, over here. But on the forehead, like, it literally doesn't look like I literally powdered my face. On the nose, it's haunting me. Absolutely haunting me. It's too glowy on the nose. Miss Marilyn x Wet n Wild is a 2 for 2 on the negative. It's not good, but we have more. I have faith. There's gonna be other products. We have some liners here. We have some highlighters. It'll get better. Okay, let's try for now. Let's switch over gears to LA Girl. This is the Glow and Glamour Euphoria Lustrous Bronzer. When did they come out with this collection? This must be new because I've never seen this before. They're little holiday vibes. So you can see there's like a really dark color and then there's a much lighter color. So I'm gonna try to dip into the much lighter color, obviously, but they swatch beautifully. I'm very excited. Cream bronzer that we had down originally. Can you guys see a difference? I can. It's not actually too glowy whatsoever like the freaking translucent powder is. The translucent powder is way too glowy for me. It's like, it's an absolute hard no. But this is nice because it gives you like a slight luminosity to the skin, like a glow, but not glowy. You know, it's like a skin-like finish and not overly shimmery. The only problem is that it's like a 2-in-1 product. So for me, I will not be dipping into the deepest brown portion of it. I'm only using this side of it. So that's the only problem. I wish that they did 2 separate shades. So you can have one like really deep complexion one and then one lighter complexion one, just because I feel like that would have been so much better. You know, so we can have a full size of like the light one and a full size of the darker one and not mix the two. You know what I mean? It's my only gripe with it. But I think they did a good job. What did you guys think of the blush I'm wearing? What do you guys think of that? Before I set my face, what do you guys think? It's a little something working on. Hey, round up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of powder blush on. I have no new powder blush. Is this a blush? You know what? Let's take this other LA Girl palette. Okay, we have this here. Also, I have to say, props on the packaging for these two. On the LA, because it's very like heavy kind of acrylic packaging. Same with this one's heavy acrylic. It's not cheapy whatsoever. I'm gonna go in with this color, I think, and use that as blush. We're gonna see if it even shows up on me. A very, very, very light shade, but it's very pretty. Complements the cream underneath. I just want to keep applying and keep applying. No, be strong, Manuel. You know you can't do that. I want to swatch this. Like, honestly, I'm impressed. Let's go in with these highlighters. I'm really, really intrigued about Miss Marilyn Monroe highlighter. I want to go in with Peachy Pink first and see. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, this I think might be our saving grace. Oh, that's actually very pretty. Because it's not nearly as intense as I thought it was going to be. It's more of a glow, but it builds very beautifully. Okay, you guys, honestly, the highlighter is the saving grace of the collection. Truly, I don't know why I'm highlighting the forehead when it's already, you can't even tell I'm adding more because my freaking forehead is already so glowy. Like, damn. I messed up on the forehead. I really did. But the glow on the face looks absolutely gorgeous. And honestly, the color is so sick. This peachy pink tone, I didn't think it was gonna be, I thought it was gonna be too dark on me, and it's not. It just gives me a really pretty pinky peachy tone. I'm gonna just watch the whitish one because I'm kind of curious. The formula I don't like as much on the white one, because it kind of is a little more flaky than the peachy pink one. Can you guys see the difference? It looks more chunky, and the pink one looks a little bit more refined. Like they literally ate that up. Oh my gosh. Come on, chest. Let's move right along, you guys. Moving right along. We're gonna go into the brows now because the base is pretty much done. We have these new Maybelline Tattoo Studio Life Proof formulas. Life Proof, I'm scared. Okay, let's go in with, I brought 2 shades. I got medium brown and I got black brown. They didn't have dark brown in stock. Why is it that when I went in the store and I was like, okay, let me just get my shade that looks so cute, this is gonna be me, is gone. I'm gonna go in with medium brown first just to test out the waters. Oh, it's a very, when I pulled it out, it's thick. It's nice because it does coat everything quite well. Oh, you know what? Why do I like medium brown on me? You guys, I just did my brows so fast. Again, it's like a thicker but drier formula. It doesn't look very wet, right? It's more dry. This is the one. Let me show you guys the actual shade if you guys want to see. It's a very cool toned brown. That's probably why it works, because it's very cool. Let me just see the color comparison of black brown. Oh, I can't. That's unusable for me. No, that's too much. It's too much. I'm gonna do the medium brown on the brows. I always feel like too, like I kind of like what my brows look like when they're not super dark and they have a little bit of a lightness to it. Okay, that one's a little painted on. I might have been a little too much, but you know what I'm saying. You guys know what I'm saying. It looks nice. And then of course, I would say afterwards, if you want to fill in more, you can just fill in any sparse area with a pencil of your choosing, of your liking. But overall, I gotta say, it made my brows look way more full. The thicker the brow, the younger you look. Just so you know that. I'm just saying, if you guys want to look young and hip and with it, then this might be that girl. Maybelline, What did you guys put in here? It's already like literally dry too. That shit is so strong. That's life proof. That's life proof. Tattoo Studio, you guys weren't playing. Flammable? Oh, well. Guess we're going in flames. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go prime my lids really quickly. I'll come back and we'll use one of these little Morphe palettes, and I also want to use these CoverGirl Kelsey Ballerini products. And we'll try them out. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we are back and the brows are officially filled. What I would actually suggest when you guys are getting the Maybelline Tattoo Studio, because they are so full coverage and so pigmented, I'm actually so glad I have the medium brown one because it works so well in my brow hair because it is a cool tone brown. And if I were to use that black shade, it would have been pitch black on me. So they are so much more full coverage than I was expecting. So when you're buying that product, be aware of that. So if you want to go even a shade lighter than you would think, that might be a good idea. Seize the Present from Morphe. It just looks so freaking cute, and I like the color story a lot. We also have the Marilyn Monroe here as well, which is really adorable. We also, I mean, we have the full size, the Secret Santa one. Oh, we also have Tease, Miss Tease. Which, I don't know, I feel like it's too much for me. I really do. Unless I wanted to go into like the plum world. Should I go into plum? Should I go into the plum world? You know what, you guys? What if I did? Miss Sugar Fairy Plum Iana. We're going to take the full-size palette, I've decided. We're taking... Because I want to go in with this, you guys. I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. I want us to be plumbed out. So I'm going to take the shade Total Surprise. We're going to see how these shades perform. I'm very intrigued. I've already primed my eyes, of course. Morphe has really great matte shadows specifically, and I think that the shimmers can be a little bit more hit or miss when it comes to these larger palettes. You know what I mean? I feel like the mattes a lot of times perform really good, like shockingly good. Look at this shade. Like, look at the shade right here. It's full coverage, blends so easily. Like, girl, like it's very simple and easy to use, whereas I'm sure some of the shimmers could be a little like meh. And then I want to go in with that Love Morphe shade. I want to go right in. Like, I want to dig in. It's a very intense like maroon. How's that going? Hi. That is so insanely pigmented. Are you joking me right now? Look at this. The mattes are in fact eating. The girls have gone wild. Oh, you know what though? Shit. It's gone. What happened? So sometimes shades like this, reds, purples, notoriously, they need a stickier base to stick onto in order to like kind of be full opacity. So because I've already essentially set my lids and I have powder on top of them, shades like this don't really play like that. They want a little bit more stickiness to have full opaque payoff. So that's kind of why it doesn't look fully blended together and kind of patchy. That doesn't mean it's not pigmented. It doesn't mean that it's not a good shade. It's that usually shades like this can just want to be put down first, if that makes any sense. So if you have problems with shades like this, like you put it down and you're like, oh, where did it go? Like, why did it not work? Try putting it down first and then going in with your lighter shades to transition those out. I just realized that. Some shades will just act like that. Some purples, some reds, some more jewel tones can be a little finicky. And so what you would want to do is you want to go in with that first tone that's darker and then blend from there. So that's kind of why it kind of, see, like it looks good now and it's totally fine. It's just not as dark and as pigmented as it once was. So we can just put it down because this shade does not want to be put on top of already dried down powders. It wants to be first. It wants to be first in line and first put down. And that's just the reality, which I understand. As an Aries, I am competitive as well. I do understand that. We got to a good spot, but that was, you know, it's an unfortunate situation. It is rather unfortunate. I don't know why I'm going so maroon. Let's go in with the shade BYOB. No, it's not that. This is Special Delivery. That's really pretty. This is a good shimmer. This is one of the good shimmers right here. I'm just using my finger because these work better with that. These are a little bit more emollient, so they'll work better with the finger or like a wet brush than they will dry brushing it. I just realized I have the CoverGirl shadows to put on. Okay, dumbass. Let's go right in with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. So we're gonna go with the shade 2, because I actually kind of feel like it plays. Let me swatch it to see. Oh, the coverage? Wait, you guys, what? Look how full coverage this is. Oh, Miss Covergirl Kelsey Ballerini. This one's slightly more sheer, but this one has more glitter in it. So, I think that they're all kind of different consistencies. Huh. This is shade 1. Shade 1 right there has more glitter in it, so it's sheerer. Whereas shade 2 is more shimmer, less glitter, and has more base. So, it kind of actually depends. This one looks like it's going to be more of a glitter, so it'll probably have less coverage. That's more coverage than I was expecting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These remind me of the Stila ones. These literally remind me so much of the Stila shades. Some of them are like more of the shimmer and glows. Like shade 2 and this one, shade 4, more of the shimmer and glow formula. Whereas the other ones are more of the glitter and glow formula. Should we just watch the last one? Why not? This one is going to be like the shimmer and glow formula. You guys, these are probably one of the most immediate first impression wise, nicest dupes for the Stila ones that I've ever found, because the thing is, I love the Stila ones. I think they're fantastic. So for them to be as opaque as they are, I'm very impressed. I'm gonna go in with the shade 2 all over the lid just to really emphasize that pinky tone. I really like it a lot, and they don't feel tacky on my lid at all. That's a huge issue as well, as with some of these, they feel so tacky and sticky and just gross all over the eyelid. These do not at all. These are gonna literally be replacing some of my Stila ones, I'm not gonna lie, because of how good they are. Very impressed. And that it takes a lot for me to get impressed by those kind of shades, because the Stila ones are already so good that I'm like, girl, if it's not even close to those, then why would I even use you? You know what I'm saying? These are. Okay, let's go in with a little bit of these Wet n Wild liners. I want to try this black liner. Oh, that's really, yeah, that's black. Okay, also this liner is sickening. Miss Marilyn liner with Wet n Wild sickening. I'm not surprised because Wet n Wild does a good job on their eyeliners. They do a really, really good job. I love the Snoopy one. That's nice. Should we use the other side to try out that one on this side? This one I have a felt tip on the other side. I like the brush tip side more. I don't like felt tips. I don't. I want bristle. Okay, I'm very impressed. The liner got me together. The liner has gotten me together. I'm so proud. So proud of that liner. Okay, I'm gonna go put some mascara on really quickly, and then I'll come back and we'll do our lips together. Okay, guys, so I have mascara on. I'm trying to really feed into like my mascara only fantasy and not just have to wear lashes every single time to feel confident. I'm really trying. It's hard because when I look at myself, I'm like, girl, you look so annoying and without a lash on. You look so weird and so corny. I'm judging myself, but like my lashes don't even look bad. Look from the side, they look good. I did waterproof. It's fine. I also put some lip liner on really quickly because I want to go in with the NYX Click. And I also want to go in with the NYX Duck Plump. So I'm going to go in. I already did try these out. I did a little TikTok trying them out. And I will say immediately, they are extremely, extremely similar to the Maracuja ones from Tarte. They literally came for their necks. They truly did. It is very shockingly similar. The way they feel. I would say the Tarte ones feel a little bit thicker on the lips, but they look so similar. It's very like, oh shit. Like, oh shit. So I'm going to go in with the shade Clout. This is shade number 2. You click them up and they're a, how do they call them? They said Shiny Sheer Lip Balm. Shiny Sheer Lip Balm. So as you can see, there's not a lot of coverage to this shade specifically. I'm actually going to go with another one on my bottom lip so you guys can see. That one doesn't have a lot of coverage, but this shade in the shade Going Viral, Nick knows what they're doing. The top one, you can still see my lip liner, my lip color. This one has more coverage. So it kind of depends on the shade that you get, whether or not they're going to be more pigmented or less pigmented. I feel like they're not as shimmery as the Tarte ones, but they are really, really beautiful. Like, stunning. Absolutely stunning. But did you see how this one, not as much coverage, just a really, really pale shade, whereas the other one is like, oh, here's some coverage. Now let's go in with Miss Duck Plump. Okay, you guys, these, I have tried them as well. I have tried it. They are full coverage colored glosses. They're non-sticky. They're very beautiful. Like, they are full coverage glosses. They're really, really nice. I like the applicator. I think they look really good. The closest I would say in comparison would be like the Too Faced lip injection. Like, they actually do plump. They're a strong plumper. Not as strong as like the Extreme from Too Faced, but they're definitely a good amount of plumping, and they're strong. It takes a little while to kick in. Like right now, it's still not tingling, but trust and believe they will be getting there. I don't want it in my mouth. Like I feel like the tingles in my mouth, on my tongue, like it tingles. And also if you put too much on, it will get goopy. Okay, I'm gonna wait a few minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So it's been about 3 minutes and I do feel like my lips look bigger. I could be crazy, but like they're starting to, like, they're tingling, they're spicy, I'm starting to feel the fantasy. But you know what's weird about these is that they get on my teeth easy because they're not a sticky formula. So I'm so confused. I'm like, why do they get on my teeth? Maybe regular gloss gets on my teeth too, but since it's sheer, I can't even tell. I'm just not a big, lip injection, lip plumping kind of person. I'm just not. I've never been. I'm not like really into the feeling. I'm not really into the effect. I just don't really like it that much. But if you guys like a lip injection from Too Faced situation for your lips to look more plump, but also a full coverage gloss, which I think is really cool. It's a new version of it, I think, like for it to be a full coverage gloss and it be plumping is really cool. I think that's really awesome. I think you guys would really be interested in this. I will say, because I had that original NYX lip product down first, it's not as plumping and as intense as when you go on with no lip product underneath. When there's no lip product underneath, it's even stronger. I've noticed that. Last but not least, let's spray our NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. Matte. Oh, it's a matte finish setting spray, so it's mattifying. Oh my god, it smells like marshmallows. Okay, so it is it's a very strong mist. It is a little bit of a water gun, it is. So be aware of that. It smells extremely sweet. If you guys don't like sweet scents, don't get this. It's such a strong, sweet smell. I like the smell though. What do we think? Do we like, do we not? What's the tea? What's the fantasy? What's the 411? I feel like, honestly, even products I hate, I always will make it work. I will always make it work, Diva. Trust and believe. I'm a professional, a consummate professional. But let me go and tell you guys my favorite products of the video really quickly. So I'm going to do my top 3 of the video, and then we will move on from there. Top 3, I'll have to go in with the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. It was so great. I think it looks so good. I feel like my brows are like stuck in place. They look so full and so like not natural because they definitely look filled in, but because it's the medium brown shade, I feel like it's lighter and it just looks really good. It just looks really good to me. Like, I think it looks really nice. I absolutely loved the Wet n Wild Marilyn highlighter in the shade Peachy Pink. The shade is just stunning. It's a shade I don't have a ton of, which I think why I like it a lot more too, because it has that pinky undertone. It's beautiful. It's really nice. It's very glowy and very hyper reflective, but buildable and not like texture emphasizing as much as other highlighters are. I mean, you're gonna emphasize texture. It's a highlighter. At the end of the day, you're gonna emphasize shit underneath it. Duh. Yeah, and the NYX Fat Oil Stick Click. I think these are really nice. I think they are actually a really good comparable dupe to the Tarte ones. Shockingly. Oh, sister, how could I almost forget about you? These from CoverGirl x Kelsey Ballerini, insane. These are my top 4 products. I'm sorry, top 4 products of the video. These from CoverGirl are absolutely wild. And the closest dupe I've ever found to Stila, ever. My bottom products of the videos would have to be the 2 Wet n Wild products. Sadly, these are the lip balm and the powder. I don't like shimmery powders. I think it's too glowy for me. I don't like that my forehead looks extremely shimmery and looks like I'm wearing highlighter all over my forehead. It's just not my vibe. If I had perfect porcelain skin with no pores, I might really like it. I might really, really enjoy it. But I don't, and I have large pores, and I have texture, and I don't want to emphasize that all the time with a shimmery powder. And then the smell of this lip balm was so outrageous. It spooked me. You guys, it absolutely spooked me to my grave. Very hard nose. But the other products are really, really nice. So anyway, yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys had fun watching. Have a good rest of the night or day, wherever you guys are, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. And happy holidays. Hope you guys enjoy your December, and just, if you guys can take a break and relax as much as you guys can. It's the end of the year, it's supposed to be the time of giving and, pondering and reflection. Yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Mwah, bye. Hello! So that's what today's gonna be. I sounded like fucking... That's gonna be a blooper right there. We get it. You guys, some of this plastic, I cannot get over how strong this plastic is. Will this even degrade? Will this even biodegrade? My camera's gonna die very soon.